Hello, everybody. This is Diane, Antinatalist, and this is a fortune cookie message fortune. And I would have to agree with this. Let me read the fortune and then just kind of go over my meaning that I've interpreted from it. Life is like playing the violin in public and learning the instrument as one goes on. Okay. First of all, playing the violin in public would be quite embarrassing, since you don't know how to use the instrument, and I think people would be very disappointed at hearing someone play that, and I think this is quite a pessimistic and yet realistic fortune. And none of us are given any instructions for life, and we're not given any rules or, strategies on how to play the game. And the strategies that we learn when we are a child, growing up with our family or our foster parents or step parents, or whether you're on your own or what, you just learn as you go, which is a very inadequate way to navigate through life. And some people make really, really crucial and critical choices. Some people learn the worst of ways in which to behave during their lives. Some people pick up criminal activity, and they become criminals, and they take on a life of somebody who is destructive. Some people learn from their parents traits of narcissism, because that's all that their parents displayed to them. Some people just have no coping skills, and they turn to alcohol, cigarettes, various forms of over-the-counter drugs, street drugs, or prescription drugs. Some people don't have any coping skills, and they just become depressed. Perhaps they harm themselves. Perhaps they harm others. Perhaps they explode in violence or rage. Road rage is possibly an example. Possibly, they cut or burn themselves, or they're considering suicide. So the coping mechanisms that we adhere to in life are all a result of being born and being placed into existence by our biological parents, and from having no guidelines, nothing to follow, no real mentors, or no coping skills, and no direction. None of us really had direction, because even though your parents may have, sent you to school, or took you to church in order to learn the ways of the Lord, life is going to throw you curveballs, and you might meet up with a really, really horrendous medical situation, like a debilitating cancer. You may have amputations. You may develop muscular dystrophy, or muscular sclerosis, or Parkinson's, or Alzheimer's. You can die quite young of Alzheimer's, which I was very surprised at when I looked into the disease. You could have crippling pains throughout your life, and people with Crohn's disease, lupus, and ulcerative colitis endure many, many pains. I used to have a coach who had ulcerative colitis, and nobody would wish that on someone. And surprisingly, he had a child. And he came to work one day, and I had a coaching session with him, and he said, and I guess he was looking for congratulations, and he said his wife was pregnant with a son, and he was just really, really looking forward to that. And I immediately made the connection of abuse between, passing on a known biological disease in which his son probably will inherit. And it was just totally unforgivable. And I actually quit seeing that coach. I don't want to have anything to do with him. So I would say that life is like playing the violin in public and learning the instrument as one goes on. Because it's a humiliating venture to be thrust into this world without instructions or directions or coping skills. And then having to learn all of those skills in front of our classmates, our peers, our family, our siblings. And, some of us or most of us will actually fail at everything that we endeavor. And then we'll eventually die. So there's just no reason to learn to play the violin in the first place. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and share.